Most companies waste time automating the wrong processes. Are you one of them? My name's Jamie, I'm from Autonomy, and in Questions from the Boardroom, we tackle the big questions that leaders are asking every week. So one of the biggest problems is that people try to automate or use AI for completely the wrong process. Virtually every meeting I go to, and this is no disrespect to any clients or prospects that we have, but virtually every meeting I go to, someone will say, this is the thing that we want to automate, or this is the system that we want to AI. And more often than not, it's not really that needs to be done. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that the way that people look at what should be automated, where they should use AI, they're often coming at it from the wrong angle. They're looking at what they've seen online, they've been playing around with AI, and they're just coming up with ideas that they think are going to be the best thing. So here's a really simple rule. You want to focus on the high impact, high repetitiveness, and least complex process. That's where you should start. A lot of people want to go in at really high complex. They're looking at the kind of more than one process. They're looking at a whole system within the business and they want to do that. I say don't do that. Walk before you can run. I've been in I've been in IT for over 25 years. And I always say to people, walk before you can run. Because if you try to do too much at the same time, you're going to end up with a problem. So think about those processes which are highly repetitive. I don't know, processing invoices, bank reconciliations, adding new users, whatever it could be. It could be a million different things. If they repeat a lot and people are just spending their time doing this, typing stuff from one system into another, and it's not particularly complex, it's just maybe moving data from one thing into another, these are the best processes. The next thing you would need to ask yourself is, what is the ROI, the return on investment? Is this giving us what we need and sticking to what our business goals are? Are we trying to increase revenue, reduce cost, do things more quickly, take on more clients without having to take on more staff? So you've got to measure the thing that you're trying to automate or use AI for against that. If not, it's often a vanity project. And then the other thing to think about, and the way that we start all of our projects, is with something called discovery. Often we go into businesses and they've never really done this before, but it's effectively where we map out the system and process that they're trying to look at. We can then see straight away whether it's something that is repetitive, how complex it is, what's actually going on, what are the systems that are involved in it. And then by doing that, we can do two things. So number one is we can start to improve that process because maybe it hasn't changed for years. And secondly, we can see where the squeeze points are, where the bottlenecks and the pain points are in that process. And it's these little areas that are where you start. By all means, once you've done that, you can expand upon that, start adding in more parts of the process and adding AI into different bits of it. But don't try and do it all at once because it just will fail. So it's all about trying to find those right processes. Think, are they complex? Are they simple? Are they repetitive? Are they giving us what we need in line with our business goals? Thanks a lot.